I lived at a place called Purple Sage, which was a shelter home for people with learning disabilities. And I was a real big rock and roll fan. Rock and roll was my god. I lived for the music. I listened to radio all the time and had a great record collection. Well, I used to listen to a radio program called New Wine. It was hosted by Judge Redmond. And they played my type of music, so I listened to it. It was my type. So on every Saturday, we get like $10. And I'd go to the latest record store to buy the latest rock and roll album. So I was on my way to the mall, which the Music Land was on the mall. And so the outside, this is 1982, so this was at the Christian bookstore. So I was halfway across the parking lot, and it just flew into my mind to go and buy that Petra. I heard a song by Petra called Angel Light. It was my type of music, so hey, why not go in there? Now that came right in my mind. So I went into the Christian bookstore to buy the album. They were sold out, so I had to order it. But I looked at their albums. They had a great album collection, so I looked, and there was a Jubilation, had all sorts of contemporary Christian music. And one thing caught my attention was one of the artists was Petra. So I bought it. I got $10 and it was a double album. It was like $8 for the album. So I bought it. Went home, I listened to it, and I felt different than anything I ever listened to. I listened to AC/DC, Black Sabbath and all that, but this was different. So the next week, I got my $10. I thought, hey, I'm going to go to that Christian bookstore and find out what else they got, music-wise. Because I had a real peace about listening to that music. So there was a band called Jerusalem. It was my type, it was right up my alley. It was my type of music. So I bought it. Went home, I couldn't get enough of it. That evening, I did something I normally ever do. I prayed. That's something I hardly ever do. Because I wasn't saved. And so I prayed, and so weirdest things started happening. It felt like somebody had washed me from the inside out. The sky was bluer. Something had happened to me, put it that way. So I went back to the Christian bookstore next week, and I started collecting anything Jesus. It was Archers. It was Davy Grant. I bought the Resurrection Band, Daniel Amos. There was a band called Daniel Band, Barnabas. It was my type of music, so I bought it. And one of the neat things that happened to me, I started reading the Bible. Now, the Bible's always been a foreign book to me. I could never understand it. All of a sudden, it became alive to me. It was a totally different book. I started reading it, and I read an Old Testament chapter and the New Testament. I became a Bible junkie. If I missed a day, I felt it. And whatever God did in my life, I know something had happened to me. So all of a sudden, just out of the blue, I had a witness. I had to tell everybody else what happened to me. So I started witnessing to everybody at Purple Sage. Everybody came across my path. I told them what happened to me. I became a Jesus fan. And it was really cool because I had all these secular albums, satanic albums. I went from that to the Daniel Band, Barnabas Resurrection Band. Eventually I found Maranatha, praise music. I fell in love with that. And the Jews for Jesus, I fell in love with their music. Liberating Way, I started buying their albums. And I went to the Christian bookstore a lot. And it's funny, it took them 8 weeks for that Petra album to come in. The one I ordered. When I ordered it, I wasn't saved. When it came in, I was saved. So it was it was a total transformation.
So Doug, tell me what your mission is now. What is it that God's having you do?
pray for the Mormon church, for Mormons to get born again. And I have a love for Mormons. And I just pray for them to come to know Christ in the real way. Jesus is real. He's not a religion. It's a personal relationship. All you have to do is invite him into your life and get born again.